Hello everybody, my name is Christian Quick and welcome back to another video. Today, I was just going to talk about one of the things, but then I was like, why don't I talk about all of them? We're going to be talking about fabric item settings, and I'm going to be using the beating stick on our example because I can. So first, we're talking about the item settings. So there is not as much as the block. It literally just comes down to all of these. So the first one that I will talk about is going in alphabetical order is the custom damage. And it talks about having your handler, but I'm not really too sure how this is used. Now, for this one, uh, for for this one, we need a equipment slot. And the thing that is special about the equipment slot is the fact that you would need a special item to put this in something. So like what this allows you to do is this allows you to simply put in stuff wherever you want it to go. So if I say I want this to be put on the chest, then if we open up the game, look up for that beating stick, and then when you go in survival, you will not be able to put it on anything but your chest. You won't be able to see it. It won't display anywhere, but it allows you to put it on your wherever equipment spot you decide you want to have it. And even though I can have a stack of 64, only one can fit in your equipment slot. Unless I give this special abilities, which we will actually be talking about this later in the series, that is what equipment slot does. The next one on our list is fireproof, and this simply makes it so that when you're in the game, we can look up a flint and steel, a bucket of lava, and then let's make let's make a special place for this, and then let's light something here. Let us grab our beating stick, and then here you can tell that with it has the lava or fireproof, it will float in lava, and it will also not burn in fire. So it is completely fireproof, as per se fireproof is fireproof. So that is what fireproof does. The next one would be dot food. Now I already covered this in the video, but in case you missed it, it's literally basically you have your new food component builder, the amount of hunger you want, the saturation you want. There is a couple after effects, so you could do like dot meat, dot snack. I'm not too sure what meat does, but let's take a look at all of these special things in here. So build is when you're done. Your saturation and hunger, we've already gone over those. Your status effect, let's talk about it last. But basically, your snack means it eats faster. Your meat, I don't know what that does. Always edible is even if your hunger is completely full and you don't need to eat, perhaps you're looking for the status effect, so you can do that. And with actually with the dot snack, so with the status effect, you'll have to call a new status effect instance, and then your status effects, and then with this, you would need to call the effect you want, how long you want it, the strength you want it, and a chance that you'll be able to get it. And then you just put a dot build at the end, and you are all good to go. Max count. Max count just simply means you have basically how many items do you want in your max stack. So for ender pearls, you would write 16. If you want it to be 32, or even if you want to be weird and write 48, you can put whatever number you want. If I put in 65, it will say that it's allowed. Let's actually put 99 and take a look. Alright, so this one is a little bit interesting in the game. So if I have a beating stick and I go and hit my shift and I click on it, it's going to say, wow, you have 99. But if I put in my inventory, it's going to place 64 and leave me with 35. Same thing goes if I hit 99 and just throw it out. You'll notice it just gets deleted. It cannot handle a stack of 99. So it kind of gets overridden in a sense. It does not like the idea of that. But you can set it to whatever you want, and from there, I mean, it's more of like a limitation thing. If you want there to just be an item stack of one, kind of like it's like a durability item. If you put a durability, it'll automatically make it 1, or if you just want an item where you can only hold 1 because you're just trying to limit the player, you can just set it to 1, and that will definitely limit them. The next one would be max damage and max damage if absent. So as far as I know, these do the same thing. This would be when I hit the player, uh, how many half a hearts do I want to take away? Do I want to take 1/2 a heart, a full heart, heart and a half, 2 hearts, or do I want to say, 10, which would be 5, or do I want to go 20 and wipe out their entire thing? I could say 19, hit a mob, and then they would be have a half a heart, but then this also doesn't include stuff like if you do a critical, then usually sometimes it can go up to 2 times the amount of damage, so this would definitely kill someone like that. This is actually why axes are like, I think axes are considered like 9.5 or something, 9.5 float. I don't know. I think it's basically 9. I don't know. Axes are 9 because even if you do double the amount, it will still very much kill them, or at least come very close. But I mean, above that, and that's if you're not wearing any armor. For the amount of armor you have, the resistance. I don't even know how that math entirely works. I just know it exists. The max damage if absent. Um, I'm not too sure what the difference between max damage and max damage is absent because it literally just refers to max damage anyways in an integer. So, yeah. Max damage of accent. Return this dot max damage if it equals 0. There's probably a much better way that they could write that. Or here's a thing. If you can read this, you can read this. If you can't, I don't know. I just I just use max damage. I never use the max damage if absent. It's a little bit more complicated, but if you can read that, you can read that. Outside of max damage if absent, would be I mean, you can always test it around, like just try it, just test it around, see what happens. Uh, Rarity comes into 4 colors. Rarity uncommon, then there is rarity common, epic, and oh wait, no. Well, yeah, common is white, uncommon is yellow, uh, rare is blue, and epic is purple. I think I have those in order. What that basically does is when you are, there are just certain things in the game, you'll notice that the names have different colors. That's just if you want to set the, change it, make it a little more rare, or put it in a technical category. That's what that is for. Um, this one requires, let's talk about requires real fast. Requires is for feature flags. If you don't know what feature flags are, it's just for stuff for like 1.20. We're not going to be worrying about trying to make stuff in a future update because if you have a mod, you're most likely. I'm not gonna be teaching stuff like that. Nor, yeah, I'm just not gonna be teaching stuff like that. But beyond that, the last one that we have here is recipe remainder. Now this one I actually really like. So if I have this set to, let's say the item dot items dot, and then I could put in let's say a stick, right? If I have a recipe that uses the beating stick, it is going to basically, like, you know how, like, if you have a milk bucket and you make a cake, it gives you the bucket back. It just empties the bucket. If you have it to item dot stick, let's try and show you an example. Here we are in our beautiful Minecraft world. So if I make a cake real quick, you'll notice that it's milk bucket, but it has a return recipe of bucket. So if you remember that we can make a ladder, right? And we are basically turning our bucket of milk, we'll use lava for example, and it'll turn into this. I have it set that the beating stick will turn into stick. So if I put this beating stick in here and I grab the ladder, you'll see it leaves that stick there. So actually, if I actually have that in here and I say all this, For every time, you'll see how it's actually returning in my inventory because it can't. This last one should be in the crafting table. It changes them all into regular sticks, and then I can take it from there. And then from here, now I have a massive amount of sticks. If I just do them one at a time, you can see how it returns the sticks anyways. But beyond that, I mean, that's literally everything. That is the basic of your item settings. Now, if you are curious about the custom damage and you want something to try and reference off of, this code will not break your game. This does work. I don't really know what to do with it. It doesn't seem to do anything. So beyond me, you can work with it if you want, but if you want to try and test stuff from here, be my guest. I have no idea. But anyways, that is all that I'm going to be doing for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and without further ado,